All right, what'd you think of the bus tour?
That was the most fascinating thing, scariest thing, and unhinged thing I thought I would ever be doing on this trip.
So we're a little hungry, so we're gonna look for something to eat.
Yeah.
And we'll come get you in a minute when we figure it out. Sourdough, and then Mace said turtles and a bear, and I don't know, maybe it'll make me a platypus.
It smells amazing.
It smells just like cinnamon.
It's delicious. I'm gonna eat a sandwich. I'm
Down
so
with us, like,
excited.
it's working. Look at that working too. That's pretty cool. They're making it. It comes out in little rolls, and they put some powdered sugar. It looks like on it. This is like Beatrice in Seattle, where we're watching them make the cheese.
Yeah,
It's got like the same vibe.
But it smells better.
It does smell better, yeah. All right, we're heading up the stairs. Probably should use the elevator. All right, so this is a little fancier than I wanted. I just wanted a sandwich, but Nacy said restaurant. All right, here's what Nacy got. What is that, Nacy?
It is a blackberry pomegranate lemonade.
Ooh, it looks pretty. You can add alcohol to it too, just so you know. We did not know, but we do get a sourdough bread to our table. We were gonna order the garlic bread, but this is better than garlic bread in my opinion. And you get some butter too. We'll get Nacy to try her lemonade on camera here in a sec.
I'm gonna give my lemonade a try here. It looks pretty. It actually would be fantastic with some vodka. So like, I think it's just a little too early in the day for me to start my drinking because we still have several stops that we want to go to. But yeah, if you were coming here to end your night or you wanted a drink, this would be really good with some vodka.
We both got the steak sandwich. I got mine without onions. She got hers with. You want to take a bite? It's basically a ribeye, arugula. We added cheese. Ooh, that's a nice little ribeye. It looks good. Tomato, french fries. Good. I mean, you think it's house-made sourdough bread.
Really good.
Which, by the way, speaking of that, this was fantastic. It wasn't warm, which it would have been nice if it was warm, but it was still fantastic. And with the butter, oh my gosh, it's some of the best bread I've ever eaten. Mm-hmm. Yeah, great. Thank you.
That's absolutely delicious.
All right, I'm excited to dig in. We'll come get you on the outside with our final thoughts. So this is what the inside of the restaurant looks like. Very much like old businessman. Oh, check out the stone-fired pizza. Ooh, fancy. Interesting, if you're upstairs dining, there is a museum that you can check out. Oh my God, it smells so good, y'all. It smells so fragging good. Like, wow. I could live here and just enjoy the smell for the rest of my life. Look at that. Oh my. Oh, it smells so good. So good. Look at that butter. That's butter, son. When they say add some butter, that's the amount of butter they're talking about. All of these are San Francisco originals, from the sourdough martini, a Joe special, which I'm not 100% sure. It looks like eggs, onions, takeout, Chinese takeout, the Mai Tai. Oh, the Mai Tai. Crab Louie, Irish coffee, fortune cookie, carpaccio, and popsicle. Now, what did you say the Joe special was?
It's a concoction of hamburger meat, onions, spinach, mushrooms, garlic, and eggs. And it was prepared for musicians who were playing in the nearby clubs at night.
Fancy. There's where we were yesterday. If you want to see that video, definitely check down in those show notes. It was a fun experience. Glimpse at Fisherman's Wharf. Apparently, to save the Boudin, I'm going to say Boudin. Apparently, to save the Boudin bakery, Luis, who was the owner at the time, stuck the starter in that wooden bucket, or a wooden bucket similar, I don't know if it's that one, They call it the mother dough, and fled shortly before the bakery burned to the ground. So that's how she saved the business, was by saving the sourdough starter. Check this out. It's outside the downstairs, so we're going to check out the bakery real fast before we head out. The upstairs is definitely worth it, though. So here's the wharf again that we were at yesterday. But there is the Boudin. Nacy said earlier too, and I think I'd agree with her, that's definitely a place you should stop and check out. The sourdough is fantastic there. The breads are really, really tasty. We've made it to Chinatown. Check out this alley. It's very movie-esque, Chinatown. And we're going to check out the Golden Gate Fortune Cookie Co. I love me some fortune cookies. They gave us a free flat round fortune cookie to try. So good.
Really good.
I didn't know they had chocolate fortune cookies. Fascinating. That's what the inside looks like. Check them out, they're making fortune cookies. That is awesome. Look at the big ones right there. That is so cool. Look at those tiny things. This is so neat. Look at this place. I love the murals, the architecture. Really pretty. All right, we just got done with the fortune cookie factory. I gotta say, the first thing that comes to mind is it's a little smaller than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
And it's amazing that like literally 2 people are making all of those fortune cookies. Maybe 3. Wow.
They were delicious. They actually gave us extra discs too. So like, so good, so good. And like, I've never had a fortune cookie
Fresh off the press. Yeah.
Like that was delicious, absolutely delicious.
And it's crazy that it comes out flat, right, and it's still hot, and then she takes a piece of paper, folds it inside of it by hand, and that's it. And it's like, wow, that's
skill.
That's amazing too. So this was definitely worth it, and it's a cute little area, and apparently there's a lot of good Chinese food around here too. So if you want to do that, that's here too. Now we're off to our next stop. Look at all these lanterns. This is really cool. All right, look at all the stuff. It's pretty neat. Tea shops. We made it to a famous neighborhood. Now we will show you the house that we're here for. There's a couple more down, but look at these things. They're massive. There's row homes. So we're at the house. There it is. And I'm pretty sure that's the owner right in front of it. Let's go across the street to get a better look. So do you know what this house is? What is this house, Nacy?
This is the house from Full House, where the Tanners live.
Yeah.
I find it hard to believe that they fit all of that into that, but...
Right, there's like 15 rooms.
Yeah.
But here's the street it's on. It's kind of impressive, and at the same time, not where I thought it would be.
We definitely did not go down this road.
Yeah, we weren't anywhere close to here when we were on the bus.
No.
Yeah, I don't understand. They act like they go past this, but they do not. And it's a pretty big road, so I don't understand why they just didn't. It's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. I think the next stop we're gonna go to is also gonna be a place that is a shot from Full House. It's called Alameda Park, and that's the park that you see. It's like kind of green, and like you can see the painted ladies and the the Golden Gate Bridge in. So that's gonna be our next stop.
Yeah, one last look at it. That's a pretty nice view. Got a tree in front, but pretty nice view of it. 1709 is the house from the show, according to everything we found. It looks like it. There was a red door on it in the show. And tell me in the comments too, I thought it was more on like a pitched hill in the show. Now, obviously that could be, done for TV. But I just feel like it was a pitched hill. I didn't think it was so flat. But maybe it was. So the one thing is like it's more like in a row with a different backdrop in the scene. Obviously you see the city more in the background. That's not what you're seeing here. And that part of the city is behind us, not in front of us, and the house is in front of us. So that kind of gives a pause. But yeah. So here's a picture from the show. We'll see. It does look exactly like that, just needs the red door. And it does, the houses are closer than they look in the picture too. It looks like there's a little bit of a gap between them, and there's not much of a gap between them. I'll show you that in a sec. No, I was wrong. There is a little bit of a gap between them. It's not bad. Yeah, that's pretty much the house.
Yeah.
So
and you're not seeing like the garage and the steps in this picture.
Yeah, it's totally at the higher house level. You're right, there's no garage or anything in that picture. So yeah, that's kind of what threw me off with the gap. But yeah, there it is. It's interesting comparing it to this one next door. It's like nicely painted, nicely upkept. Whereas this definitely needs like a pressure wash and some painting. Like they're definitely not keeping 1709 up as much as I feel like they should be. We've made it to another full house filming location. There are the painted ladies. We actually saw the painted ladies in Charleston before. And these are the painted ladies in San Francisco.
Yeah, we're in Alamo Square. I said Alameda, but it's Alamo Square.
Yeah, and they had their picnic somewhere in this area.
Yeah.
Because they were right in front of those houses. Could have just been.
I guess like up there on the grass knoll.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
So what did you find out about the Full House?
So they sold it in 2020 for $5.3 million because the guy who owned it back in 2020, he had this idea that he wanted to remodel it to make it look exactly like the set, but he kept getting noise complaints from the neighbors, so he just said screw it and sold it.
Yeah, he was an executive producer on the show. His name was like Jeff something.
Yeah.
And it looks like they're selling it again because they have a move out posting thing in front of it, so it's worth $5.6. They estimate your rent will be about $4,000 a month if you wanted to live there.
I can afford it.
And I feel like it needs some upkeep. It's funny that in 2020 he just redid it, and it's only 2 years later, and they clearly haven't kept up with it. It needs like power washing, paint. It's kind of sad.
It needs attention.
It needs attention.
Now, do you think it's worth $5 million?
Let us know in those comments.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah, so here's the opening shot. You can see they're definitely on that hill up there that Nancy pointed to. Because there's a slight little dip there where they're sitting on. Now it could be at this lower level, but I'm pretty sure it's up at the little higher bit. But it is right here, because there they are. And you do get that city in the background. At least they were a little bit more honest, unlike with the house where they were pretending like that was in the background, but it was facing the other direction. That is the view you get.
It's pretty neat.
Pretty neat, she says.
Pretty neat.
So here's another shot of those painted ladies. We're pretty sure where those people are sitting right now. Somewhere around there is where they filmed the opening shot, where they're laying on the grass. That's them. Painted ladies. So just to give you an idea, that's the park that we were at. That's the famous part that they say they stop at. But the bus stop is actually all the way down this hill down here. I have to say, this bus does not go where it says it's going to. It goes close. The person that we met in the park said that there's buses that stop right by the park though. So it's kind of weird. Macy agrees, it is weird.
Well, it looks like public transportation definitely stops right there.
Yeah. So we came from down there. You make a right at that corner right there that goes to the park, and then you have to come all the way up here to this spot for the bus stop. It's really weird. And here comes the bus. Big bus tours, and it looks packed. So what just happened?
That bus was full, and I really didn't want to ride in the bottom, and I didn't want to stand. So there's another bus that's coming, which I could see on the map that was like right behind this one, so it should be here in a minute.
So we've been here about 30, 45 minutes.
Yep.
So their 20-minute thing is inaccurate at best. We'll see how much longer it takes for this guy to get here. We made it on this bus. It took about, wasn't even 5 minutes. I don't know why they're running so close, and then there's an hour between them.
But we're gonna get to go over the bridge again.
Yeah, that's why we got on. We want to go to the bridge again. So we were here earlier, right? And I thought that the Janis Joplin house was further down the street. It's not. It's actually the second one in. There's a houseplants, pots and more, and then the next one that's pink is apparently where Janis Joplin lived, and then the Jimi Hendrix one is the red one that's further down the street. Okay, so when you're looking for it, just so you know, it's a little confusing because in the audio thing it said that the pink house was on the right, but it's clearly not. So this is apparently, as we talked about last time though, this is the hippie area of San Francisco. There's a Ben and Jerry's. Yeah. And then this red house coming up is the Jimi Hendrix house, and that's apparently where Jimi Hendrix lived for a while when he lived in San Francisco. That's pretty cool. We saw it earlier. It's the Beethoven statue.
Actually, he flew by it earlier.
Yes, he did fly by it earlier. And here's that museum.
We looked at possibly going to the museum today, but it closes at 5 o'clock. It's already almost 4 as it is, and it was like $39, I think, to get in. So we were like, we didn't want to feel rushed, first of all. But two, we're like, it's a little stiff for us to be rushed. So we may do this in a future trip if we come back to San Fran.
Yeah, let us know if you want us to do it.
It seems interesting.
Yeah, it does look interesting. It reminds us of the Science Center in Seattle that we went to. So there is the center from a distance. You can see the mounds on top for heating and cooling. That's what they use those for. You can see they actually have opened air. They have like holes in them, so that light, I'm guessing, you go in. This is interesting. The road that heads to the Golden Gate Bridge is kind of like tree lined. I figured it'd be more like city-esque, but it's very tree focused. Yeah, very woodsy. She's peeking at us. She's peeking at us up there. We're coming for you, bridge. We're coming for you. Going through the old school bridge again. Thumpity-thump, thump, thumpity-thump. Look at that frosty go. Thumpity-thump, thump, thumpity-thump, thump. Yahoo! Look at this. Look at those things. They are massive. I mean, wow. I can't tell you how tall and how small you feel in comparison to those things. Woo. Yeah, look how high up we are. And we are crazy high up. Look at the green on that side. Man. Guy's driving a lot slower than our first driver did, just in case y'all are wondering. Our other driver booked it. I'm thinking he was at least going 60. This guy's barely probably in the 40s. There's Alcatraz out there. You can see it past the bar. It'll drop down here. Look at that. There's Alcatraz. Way out there. Just hanging out. Probably, yeah. It's really cold. Really, really chilly. And then we got this massive behemoth again. It's like, what? Oh yeah, there's people on that top cliff over there. That's gotta be a nice hike. Look at those mountains in the distance over there. It's really pretty even on that side. It looks like there's like an apartment complex too at the bottom of that hill over there. And we got this stuff. Now it's kind of interesting. Right now this park is actually closed to anybody but tour buses. I don't know if that's every day or usual, but it's really kind of interesting that that's what they're doing. And then check out the bridges over there. Really nice. Nice little panoramic of San Fran. So was that less scary this time?
Yeah. First time though, that guy was booking it. It like you could feel every bob, and we were just kind of like all over the place, and I was like white knuckling it the whole way. This guy was a little calmer.
Yeah, he definitely took his time more.
So, and also too, I feel a little more comfortable uncomfortable this go around as well. But yeah, this place is beautiful. Probably one of my favorites on our stops.
Yeah, this makes the bus, I feel like, worth it. There's a better shot of that apartment complex I was talking about. Looks like an apartment complex down there. I don't know what it actually is, but it's pretty interesting. Alright, one last time for this trip. Going back over. Look at those lights. Now it's pretty much gone. Look at these views. Look at these views. Look at these views. So this is pretty cool. Right in front of us as we're turning. Oh, well, I'm going to stop my traffic. Right in front of us, as you can see, is the open cable cars. We're going to do that tomorrow, so definitely subscribe to the channel if you want to see us do that. But there they are. These sea dog things are really cool. There's a couple of them at our hotel. Well, there's one at our hotel. We've seen a bunch throughout the land. Alright, that concludes our day in San Francisco, hanging out on the big bus.
Yeah, it was a interesting day. Definitely one of the most unhinged things I've ever done. But definitely fun. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it was definitely, we talked about it enough in the channel. You got to make your decision whether it's worth it for you or not. It depends on kind of what you want to do. Going over the Golden Gate Bridge, though, was really, really fun. Seeing the Full House, going to the park was really cool. And then the Golden Gate fortune cookie place was really awesome.
Yeah, I've never seen how fortune cookies are made, and they were absolutely delicious. We've been munching on them all night.
Yeah, and if you want to, I guess you can make custom fortune cookies there too. We didn't do that when we were there, but that is an option. And then we had some classic San Francisco Chinese food for dinner. We didn't film that because that was just us relaxing. It was good.
Yeah, it was tasty. I really liked it. So, yeah, that was yesterday. Today, we're going to go check out the Walt Disney Museum. So if you guys want to see that, make sure you hit that subscribe button.
Yeah, and hit that thumbs up if you like this video.
And make sure you ring that notification bell so you get notified when we do at least 3 videos a week.
And we'll come and get you all for the next one.
Ain't that the truth, baby Ruth?
Bye, everybody.
Bye.